Right, Soccer TV. GH, subscribe, na share, na alpha so, and your vision. And you Amponsah, Kumasi, Krobia, Asante Kotoko C.E.O. And then, Wakotana, Boon to me FM. The Ensemble and Atuja, what they can even interview, no, and so Abanavia, Soccer TV GH, Elmonia, video in some okay, be ashen what ye. Now, so to one, now so who the Ekoso, Kumasi Krobia, Asante Kotoko. The 3 years in summer, Ekosunino, and then what in Yina Tuja. Inti Keniben said beside the beam, and found say, yes, only Dr. Kyei and Kasa. And in as was such a moon, I said, and then, video share, and some tea, a soccer TV GH in Kwa, and now obey me and Yantiminia, ye dean, net ye. Now, seeing here we are now, so would was around no idea. Now, what you moon now, also discussing what we are, as Nabako conclude to be or conclude to be Bintianco. Now, Yanko, the Ecoso, wound to me, TV, Kineben, and an young points, and a million before answering a beacon. Subscribe, na share, now from so in your vision. And young points are Kumasi Krobia and Kotoko management, led by and young points are Minia, Yakuti in Sama.
We are a little bit biblical on this one. Many problem. As I sit, many
Mokasa.
Yakasa. Mihuna, me man respect or me demand. Nakasa anke wose and our relationship anke wose wo chairman in C.E.O. ntem se me frɛ send a beginning net and anyhow. And I'll be surprised if he says only many problem.
But so was okay.
Nancy Amikasa said this issue has come up at board meeting before. If you have been more board, no sometimes the disrespect is too much. You have a boy a board member, sir.
Nationwide sports.
Mr. Boating Jemfi. Ezen Bank chairman. Mr. Judata, Ghana Commercial Bank board chairman. Mr. Kwesi Ofori, Edmark and Rockshaw. Mr. James Osei Brown. Alaji Lamimo, Madame Venisia Saremo, Yazmo, Kufia Bamu. So don't disrespect them. Say this issue has come up at the board meeting before, so I'm going to state that official position today. Uncle Biahin raising and Uncle Biahin raising that issue in a board meeting earlier on in our, I think the first season. Said there seemed to be something between chairman Nanayao. So we need to discuss as a board. Chairman said then he didn't have a problem with me. So they said, and Kobian said, Nana Kobian said, no, Chairman, can't problem, no need to solve it. Then he said, his problem is that I've taken players away from his hotel. Said the Yabane is going to make players free in the hotel. This was waka officially Amamati. So I will explain that incident. Yaba and Yabato Sena players and the officials 21 at the sports hotel, which I understand is his. So I went to him and I'm chairman. Yeah, recall players, to report for camp. We found out Nipa say at the hotel. Now for the long-term plan, only 2 weeks and Sunday I could pre-season for that 2 weeks and can person mobile back. So I'm going to go pre-season on near your apartments to reduce the cost. Because we had done our search and realized that Nipa 3 be a bit many apartments. A more a beg 1,000, 2,005 a month on beche. And a 2-bedroom, maybe 1,020. When I social money but I could be able to 600 CDs. So when I told him, oh, and before so catch him so hotel no crowd because of COVID, we're closing it down all year renovations.
Nationwide sports.
Call Coach was here Hone Noda while we went for the preseason. So for me, I never expected that to be an issue because made it to no man this reason. So for him to raise that board meeting, I was surprised. As far as I'm concerned, and now what can if there are any other problems, meaning
then offer no.
But my main cancer same way. Oh, of course. I main cancer same way. and I say this profoundly. David or Bible. Nothing saw on your problem, on your demons near dear bar. David the Kobo Sinko, a man who talked about. Tama saw a Goliath. TC saw an crow for so. Torment your mono. One a cocoon. Goliath.
David.
And so, you know, Nassau or David de Kuno. And an engine of home. Ofini Palace. HC look at that cave mu. HC David to kill him. David nya saw a cave mu. A channing to my home. It could never be the chair. So say, Mehene. And to my creamy ear on to my home. Send me peweku send and nipa be catch was me peweku na. Anka minya on me then. But enya no cranty na me pese we ye evidence to you say then. Enya no cry say me peweku. But did that stop Saul from pursuing David? He still pursued him. Come so wu ye no. Nipa obebo amane eso so ewu no. E then na David ye no.
Nationwide
scores. Because of what no woman. So me, sports. I was not trained to meet hatred with hatred. I know say a nipa because Kotoko politics, you know. My bet here. Me, you be say nipa chere me. Yeah, cause say me chere nipa. Yeah, be ya say be ya. Uni nipa ntembe say, but me.
But wait, the old case is here. I said nipa bi kra na share montema. Obi a na won no. Mustate Uko offer board chairman. Chairman, omudi we about you here we a Toribia now call a Toribia now and no. I don't know one per coin of it. Mammy, because you see you on the board chairman. Mammy Muti Muapa and Ananka Nema Ebekoye, a dinner buyer, Momani Peram and Tem.
Jonathan Bible. Jonathan. I saw about no David so Adamful. If Jonathan one tries to solve it, so need David in Temasem. And I am one more or no beyond tries to solve it, so need David in Temasem. And you cannot blame David for it. Can you blame David for it?
So you are David.
Yes, I say, Ebiso, yes, Ebiso Niajin, Ebiso, you say, or say, one so many wine.
Nationwide quick commercial breakup.
Fabio, dear, no, I don't want to say could prosper a man or me in all things I try to be fair. And we share could prosper video be and send me share when he was talking about me. I don't know if you have that video. You can play it. So me in all situations I like to reason with you. I like to understand your perspective. I like to understand everything. Fabio by you know salary are not or so assigned 2 years. We as management going forward, you know, now you me increase salary, no. That was one. You me increase salary, no. Now on also no be frustrated at a point because Coach Prosper felt that Lamptey was a better number 10 than him. Okay, but the frustration about more when in certain games where we needed a number 10 and Kyei was also ahead of him. Okay, Fabio Amba Gidi Amba complaining because he's a very Fabio is the most professional player I've worked with throughout my career as an agent, club owner, and Kotoko C.E.O. He's the most professional player. Amba complaining Gidi. But at a point you realize that na Onya Obeka, and I think after one particular game there he was fed up. And he says he doesn't see why he doesn't play. Or not say any position. If now he's number 2 in his position, let's say Lamptey is number 1, he's number 2. Now anytime that number 10 substitution happens, you know, Kyei goes ahead of him. Now on TSC, even as management at the point, we were also surprised because of what we knew the coach's opinion of Kyei was at the time. in terms of his performance. And Kyei is a good player. We brought him. But at that time, the performance was not to the level and not appreciable for us.
Okay.
So the fact that he was playing ahead of Fabio in those games, was a concern. But the bottom line is that football is not 1+1. There be a 2. So once the coach is winning, Messi, Ronaldo. If he's winning and you are not playing, you cannot complain. But at the point the coach had won the league, he knew he wasn't the favorite of the coach, and so staying on and not playing was an issue for him. Again, from what I understand, the offer he got elsewhere was not something we could match. Now maybe TBB you see in the contract in terminating man no call Biko Pisca. Oh, it's sad. Listen, in management, you have to be prudent and shrewd to save in as much as you seek revenue. You don't seek revenue and waste it. Fabio was signed in October. Okay, Ghana your season and in June. So in June, the players made it clear to you. Where he told us on to us was when the editing His Excellency former President Kufuor. See free former president room where Pierre Montino Obama was so any meeting come on. No shall see so. I'm so adding to why not been say on to us Kotoko. Now he wants to go elsewhere.
Nationwide sport.
Now when he say he has a contract till October, but he wants to save us. He can wait and sign that deal in October as a free agent. Or a free agent, you can sign anytime. But he wants to save us money. And he wants us to terminate in June so that we don't pay him for the June, July, August, September.
4 months.
4 months, and the 4 months was going to cost. I'll say it was going to cost us $16,000.
Not necessarily.
$4,000.
$4,000.
Yes.
On the highest paid player.
He was the highest paid player ever, and still since I came. Since I came to Kotoko ever.
Oh, okay.
Because of what he came with, where he came from. We signed him from Sweden, don't forget.
But now Kotoko wages is on 84,000. 84,000 a month.
Around for players.
Now it's more than 200,000.
Now the entire window is around about 350,000.
One of the highest paid players, you see.
Because our players are not like elsewhere.
Matthias, highest paid player, or just saying.
And also the problem, Baba. And maybe the problem, Baba. Content, because the reason being that what we say, he said now Benzema, Okojiahi, 200 million. Because our Kabu maybe two players now it had na Mediaka. And I'm not saying that is it, but I have no.
I'm complaining.
Oh yes, me yet complaints and wages same, but in football. And why economics are wage differentials. Let me give you an example. A player like Steven Mukwala, we chased him when many coach Masoko started chasing. So that time, now the transfer fee was around $50,000. Coach Ogum time, he could chase the transfer fee was around $100,000. And now this time, obey free. Obey free. It's in negotiations, he will demand certain things. Because I'm not so wedding. If you're not crying, how we brought in the culture, how because I've been in the game, so I know how to negotiate some of these things. But in the Fabio the end of the day, it turns out that we couldn't. And we felt that okay, if we have to save that money, but not to player, why would you wait and pay a player who him say on bomb for that time?
My next question here, one issue be an by and then sort of clarified. There was a Kotoko Twitter space if you all meaning say and say what I want to be pray. There was an issue to be by Emma, your brothers in the war and say brief and say Omano Titia has some paying from paying for be in your pictures and said that in our so Twitter space and so my Democrat and someone I share and Krani Biachima or Moji and paying for them.
Oh, sorry, my lamb, sorry. Ken, patch all social media accounts. Obi,
yeah.
One are managing.
The Bianyam managing account.
One are managing.
Me producers in
okay. And the producers don't manage your account, say they have access to your account.
Yeah.
Or Twitter.
Yeah.
So your producer can go on Twitter and monitor. Into impanyimfo in the Okrumuhana and say people in your position are manage your social media account. A few. Into if somebody manages my account, na say nipa no okutie ebe report it to me or monitor social media to know what's going on. No kutie na say nkonfo odi am command nipa no has he got the right to go and he doesn't even have the right to go and speak.
Okay.
Let alone go and stop people from speaking. Again, if you know how Twitter space works, now I know. After that, I've taken keen interest to know. Until you are invited to speak, I think you cannot speak.
Oh, okay.
It is say we are already say unfree ubimba omanoso. Ana say nipa no be calling na say ofre na wa fast. So untimi nkasa. So in the first place, I don't manage my social media accounts. I have people who manage my social media account, and they have every right to monitor what's going on social media and what they think is relevant to be brought to my attention. They bring it to my attention.
Okay. And so no, Ediana is your board. No, yaka waka on the chairman. Other board members in Montent saying
very good. I have very good relationship with majority of the board. I'll say 85%. Or 90%, and you see
10% and 15% for.
Yes, see, and you see, I'm not somebody who will be criticizing me, and will be I'm a fan of all time, no, not at all. Ultimately, you'll be all the time, and you even need certain people to put you on your toes. What am I saying? It's a mini problem, but when okay, this one is deliberate. I don't like. Say, you'll be in power, but it's not by force. Will be power. This life, but bottom line is one thing I know is that Sebi, Tembia me catch and go for say, for football. Any additional DMA, with a football pitcher, there's so much I'll be to me from football pitch. If you know about central defender. Only o center back pairing crano one na fine but when you do park no so say mo bobo na ekuo no ye den enya mo ho mfa so only obi a teammate and no just say mo ye namfo
nationwide sport
chinchina mo ye namfo but e ba e na say mo ye for the sake of ekuo no sebi mpanyifo board so me da nyame asi through Kotoko me hu bi ebi ehu me anka ebi o bi enya Kotoko kra anka me ni hyiada anka ebia ehu a project chia ehu but through Kotoko no ya be hu ehu but eno so nkyere se bi obi empe obi wa bi ompe kwan ofa so ya wa de fair enough but we should deal with it professionally because at the end of the day adwuma na be se bi your time aso me time aso se obi so time aso na nyina ye kwa fefe na efe otemase say in na ebe dodo ye ho
the time now so dey but say see pen focus at Santos wa
when we get to the bridge we'll cross
bridge ben see here in person
what's the bridge ben so otemase you do bridge na ebe cross
say pen for Santos wa
you do bridge na ebe cross
sir okay me say ebe no so je ba betwa so okay any na Amponsah Santigoro C.E.O na yeguswa ye ne edin komo no na ma say fa we mre mo bi hu say nua no central for no bi no mo ne say onye fair emfa ma wa administration no enye fair emfa ma mo yakoye say omo ne mo 1 2 3 bi e dey ne kofa ne nyina ba because Kotoko here media here Santi Kotoko then mo ne central for no bi me person about media house bi edin but bibi sa course
okay media. From where I sit, I don't think say ye media house be a I was say facade in the back. Let me go back in history how media Nanaya Amponsah started. Because at our launch, at the unveiling of management, because BMC media for model, I said sir, we were going to help improve the media landscape. And yet the model.
Oh, it's an insult.
And I was surprised because Sebi media no improve Kotoko. Kotoko should help improve the media. Sebio, your mamo information on time, accurate, like that improve your work. Sebi Uhiya David, now he's there for you. Uhiya information, now David Diaba, your website.
Why now the car, you know?
I was totally shocked when I raise eyebrows. Me say, now Sebi, we are someone
interpreting it different.
We are someone pay improvement. We pay improvement. Okay. Some of the criticism say bano. I assess my management because you cannot be an island in this world. I'm not saying a shock came, but I took it coolly. Say okay, ABR misinterpretation. Yemfa went to me as a station. But Ken, me buy a Kotoko Ejuma. Me no share in Komoda. Proud to today. When whom me say that. My bus station had that.
There be house on my head.
And so Chema went to me. I say today to the hearing of everybody say Access Bank link na minya ya me de kon negotiate ni omko ye adwuma bus brand new bus free mu break Kotoko no Chema won to me na link me. I say it today and I thank you very much. And so me see how that me boy does it mean say me appreciate Chema won to me and I me appreciate my station bibia wonembre. And when I was coming into this job I made sure say adwuma no will be fairly defined, and also we'll make sure say a man focus na kwedwuma no so more than kasa. Me, you can count the number of interviews I'm about Kotoko maye me kasa because I don't know kana wonye the evidence is there. You know normally no Sir David I'm more focused on the work, but ebi obi feel say ebi afa say interview ya ebuki na manya emergency. I'm also Ken Misro. Say na abantino. Minti me ma yebetimi atu aheda.
Nationwide Sports.
Ubi beti asia
One Team Sports.
Ama na watu aheda no why kama. Ubi nso no be fa ne bufuso. But the American say we as management and Kotoko we are not above criticisms. But we want fairness. Can it be there? Mudi debia no fancy Kotoko management ye buy fancy ya 50%. Ya 50%. Mudi debia boni 100% na moka. Is it possible? Can that be fair? We are not above criticism, but you cannot get up every morning. Management I say just say yeah papa ba ku say.
But ebi also
me why start say ka papa ya but bro so
because you see the can no crane tia na mo fa.
You see me o can no cry me wo fa bi ne ka say yaw me say me too fo na ka to fa say bi o fa nkwa asem ko na akọ na akọ ye ne a me kana me person grass say obe o fa you get matipa so kwa na ya de foforo ultimately when we hear criticisms we know and we deal with it, but when we hear targeted kind of say malicious attempt to discredit people, to malign people's personalities, we also listen because you see we have become used to it. It's a man fan to so man in your ho Ken me wa hey me no kasa na se me din toro cherewa 10 years time you find out say until you not deal with me again and you take not deal with me. So me can no cry so chewa anya the crowd kwada osum yeso a you know say no crepa na branch e ka chere me enti no any media person onim say or can no credit dey improve Kotoko no nim no fool say or can dey egu nipa bi hu fini so nim na we ase no e dey say ka koba ene we was from sa na ye kono ye ba nti e bi ene we was from
mama kwa da kwaja che we na mo build wo ho no ense ye mo bi so dwen say mo koto dan bi wo ho mo be kaya ense dan ni so sesia say starting from Dr. Kyei Sapon tai management aba obi a ntimenye time mo decide say mo koye we no ye mo bi so feel say ada na manfa nkoto ha we ni so
okay me buy na me kushia Dr. Kyei Sapon me need you come on friend architects no omo share adwuma na say ma me kushia omo wo ni fie ma ye disan komo no the intention was to continue, but initial budget na you available to do something within 3 months I be issue temporarily so that we can go. Sebi, and yeah, we can near bus here, you. Yeah, papa. But family corner is a quite share there for this kind of. Into the way puna, into many sikanya, and the envy within the time, or no. Think of first when out there. And yesterday, I attempt. I sat with Dr. Kyei Sapon. He brought the architects. We looked at it and where changes needed to be made. But family corner way.
Oh, okay. Yemfa and so insure. My memory, I am in this question so because I send the questions in the door so. Ubekaya woba na dia ba kwa na waka wase Kotoko youth team no. Na nya ntia na nsem aye justify bi. Bepe me na ye hu hwe.
Okay. Youth team no. I think it's long overdue. Yeah, by no, you realize there were people who had already been given contracts, long-term contracts to do the youth team. Now you're ready to set up the youth team because of all these financial challenges. And when we got ready, we took Coach Abdul Ghazali to Southampton because one of the key pillars of the Southampton partnership was the youth team. Say a bit found DNA, no, they replicate it because they produce countless stars. Gary Bill, Ward Prowse, Alan Shearer, Lalana, so many of them. Into the Fasa blueprint, you know. Now we wanted a certain youth team, senior team, you know, and in a certain line, conveyor belt. I will say even head coach, you know, a certain access to the youth team. But unfortunately, no, Coach Ghazali Ba, you know, it brings only Coach Ogumun Temono. So we're trying to find a way to get that iron that properly so that all of them together build it. And I feel financial and I feel focus on also the core league and also last season to try and win the league. I mean, child, yeah, we fast forward to now, you started recruitment, got about 55 players. Our near plan is in terms of residential camping. Do we set up, rent a place, or do we go by the foster parenting approach where we find families around the chain to come? In December, Zebo must go near there. We had to let him go. Then Ghazali had to step in. So no query obey youth team or best step in or steer the ship to the end. Okay. So Maxwell is a friend of mine. Okay.
And our Pam.
Me when it comes to Maxwell is a friend of mine. I would say someone a pushy is Memra Kotoko. He was one of them. He even went around my blind side lobbying for me to come to Kotoko. No, about Kotoko. Because whom is a metebor na sit to understand and indeed we were working nicely, but it got to a point. One, the resource, not resource, but I would have had patience for him. But I'm above for and the pressure from above. I felt at the time that one, I was listening to a superior officer to do what is right for the club and for that superior officer. Again, when I met Coach Maxwell with management to deliberate on the results then and then to seek, confidence from him, we didn't get that. I'll say it. I'm a very results-oriented person. If there's a problem and I come, I don't want to talk about the problem. I want solutions. Let's find solution. By the time it was all about the problem without solution. So we gave space, went back. It was all about problem, no solution. So we felt that no. If we're not getting solutions, it means that only that is also there. There are times that you may be very good, but problems can overwhelm you where you don't see a direction. And when it happens like that, then we need to move on. So it's unfortunate, and we can say, we're down for now. But when it comes to my job, when I contested for FA presidency, Ni pay di machine me campaign me back Kotoko back ko anima me appoint no. Not because they are not qualified. They be one of me qualified, but ejuma.
Mame and Santos we say emre no. Say dey ko ya kasapa ya dim komo kakra. Na emre bi minya report say we disrespect a board no. Opame ko Izebo. Emra board members will be any more share.
And
so omodi ejuma dia ma na wo je obi kwan na omonya we.
I have not had a single board member call me to say we find it disrespectful say Wapamuko Izebo.
Okay.
And the board meeting I'm back and I'll tell you why. Because your board members be and a free colleague board members say Munkanchen and I say either the coach goes or he goes. There were certain supporters who also told board members say either say Nanaya Obeko coach in the Beko and Nanaya Obeko. But and yeah, no, so the mark Izebo Koi because as management, and I will continue to say it here, we believe say Izebo Koi ain't in league, you know. We believe so why a beji league because near shut up maybe near da results be a kutia in terms of officiating and referees in Yabane ban no money idea no. Talk of faster results and become one quantity league you know at the time, you know. And that medium match now everybody feels say Izebo lose home match. Tiampamo no. Izebo na neba aka baby amokokusie no obedu anajona na ade chama yakobo match no so preparations for the match na nya no nkan he only went to sit there because he was around and no boss a match if you ask me again it was his first loss at home last season because you need also nya bibi de toto home last season na e winning league no at that time he lose 4 matches e home under Kotoko but we still went ahead to win the league. Sameboa we are not King Faisal, is it Chelsea and Legon Cities who went on to win the league. And for us, you know, we had no intentions to sack him. We needed rather to support him because we felt that he was capable. Don't forget to say, because of how Coach Ogum sent somebody and enough preparatory time. Even the selection of the coach was a little bit rushed, but because we knew him from before, but eliminating Coach Maso Kunedu in the channel. That was when I started following him, even when I wasn't at Kotoko. Until when there were things he told us. So physically, the team was not there. So he was adjusting, and we believe so stay here. Because listen, you about 4 draws be home. Coach Ghazali has stepped in, he's done very well. But against Ogo Stars at home, against Tamale City at home, against King Faisal at home, against Karela at home, are you telling me, say, Zebo, it was in these 4 matches out of 12 points, we got 4. Let's assume Zebo lost 1 and won 3. That would have been 9 points. So see, your points, what the 5 count were saying? Would have won the league. But and you see, as I may see what has to focus on the effective. Because we got intelligence that some people had planned to go and attack him at the training grounds. When we engaged him, he said he had heard same from his embassy. And so we felt that okay, so I'm an uncle. Now when he's still stay, no more attacking now. You will still let him go because of the attack. And the BSC Kotoko so pain. It had just happened at House of Folk. Do you allow it to happen and still let him go? No. You need to let him go.
What about Rana Kotoko?
Yeah, we said, and then Amponsah interview na baby. Mama to tin some money Amponsah to be 2 jar. Was when you are. Tina send a dream we see the Mecan. Can it be Busan in same be Busan far? One Dr. Che relationship no chim said, because of said Dr. Che say, and you Amponsah ban. Before the new Amponsah ban, no commerce clubs and to Kotoko players in. Na omuda Dr. Chi hotel na obaya na koyi omafio eno ne nsema odi tuga say saadi abinua say Dr. Chi anya fair because club on there e odo na dey run club enya obotomi de obenyantia ti odi nsem pi na tuga say nsem pi ka say e ka ade beche ti still na no ene episode 1 china Seti de eno so wode betu dwa ti kina no esa de BMC abesa ba ne interview na e de ba makoma sa te be wiki de ene Amponsah interview ko ye no Wuntumi FM Wuntumi TV na Soccer TV GH e de nya so etimi e de ebro ti tell a friend to tell a friend say on subscribe na mon share na afro so entimi nya benhwe